Listen to me right now. Before the doubt speaks, before fear tightens its grip, before the world reminds you of everything that went wrong, listen, because this is the moment where excuses die and resolve is born. This is the moment where you stop negotiating with weakness and start declaring war on limitation. This is the moment where you say it out loud, not quietly, not with uncertainty, but with fire in your chest and steel in your voice. I'm going to win. Not someday, not when conditions are perfect, not when people finally believe in me, but now, because winning is not luck, it is a decision. And today I decide that I will not be average. I will not be invisible. I will not be remembered for what I could have done. I will be remembered for what I refuse to give up on. I will win even when I'm tired, even when I'm scared, even when the path is lonely, because champions are not built in comfort. They are built in chaos, in pressure, in moments where quitting feels logical and continuing feels insane. And yet I continue because I understand something most people never will, that pain is temporary, but regret is permanent, that losing hurts, but never trying destroys the soul, that every great story ever told began with someone standing where I stand now, uncertain but unbroken, afraid but determined, wounded but still moving forward. And I know I've been knocked down before. I know I've failed. I know I've doubted myself in the dark when no one was watching. But failure didn't end me. It educated me. It carved strength into my character. It taught me discipline, patience, humility, and hunger. And hunger is dangerous when combined with belief. Because when you truly believe you can win, you stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for approval. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't share your vision. You wake up earlier. You stay focused longer. You work harder when nobody is clapping because you are not driven by applause. You are driven by purpose. And purpose is louder than fear, stronger than fatigue, deeper than doubt. And I know the road ahead will not be easy, because if it were easy, everyone would walk it. But I am not everyone. I am willing to suffer for what I want. I am willing to sacrifice comfort for growth, sleep for progress, excuses for results, because I understand that winning is not about talent alone. It's about consistency. It's about showing up on the days motivation disappears. It's about training the mind to stay strong when the body wants to quit. It's about telling yourself one more step, one more rep, one more hour when everything inside you is screaming stop. And I refuse to stop because I didn't come this far to come this far. I didn't survive everything I've survived just to settle for less than my potential. I didn't carry these dreams through sleepless nights just to abandon them when things got hard. No, this is where I rise. This is where discipline replaces doubt. This is where focus defeats fear. This is where action silences anxiety, because I know something powerful. Confidence is built, not found, and I build it every time I keep a promise to myself, every time I choose effort over excuses, every time I face discomfort instead of running from it. And I will be misunderstood, criticized, doubted, maybe even laughed at, but that's the price of ambition, and I'm willing to pay it, because I know that the same people who doubt you at the beginning applaud you at the end. And even if they don't, even if nobody sees it, I will still win, because winning for me is becoming who I was meant to be. It's mastering my mind, controlling my habits, sharpening my skills, and refusing to let fear decide my future. And I understand that time is the most valuable currency I have, and I will not waste it scrolling through excuses, comparing my chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, or waiting for motivation to strike like lightning, because motivation follows action, not the other way around. So I move, I act, I grind, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable, because comfort is where dreams go to die, and pressure is where legends are born. And I choose to become legendary in my own life, Not famous, not perfect, but relentless, disciplined, and unstoppable. Because I know that every small effort compounds, every disciplined day stacks, every focused hour builds momentum, and momentum is unstoppable once it starts. And I will protect my momentum by guarding my mindset, choosing my environment wisely, cutting off distractions, and surrounding myself with growth, even if that means walking alone for a while, because solitude with a clear vision is better than crowds with no direction. And when doubt creeps in, as it always does, I will remind myself that doubt is just fear looking for attention, and I don't feed fear, I feed faith. Faith in my work, faith in my progress, faith in the version of me that hasn't quit yet. And I know there will be setbacks, delays, and days when results don't show, but I will not confuse slow progress with failure, because growth is often silent before it's visible, and roots grow in darkness before trees touch the sky. And I am growing roots right now, deep roots of discipline, resilience, and belief. So when the storms come, I don't break, I stand stronger, and I will remind myself daily that nobody is coming to save me. And that's not scary, that's empowering, because it means my success is in my hands, my future is shaped by my choices, and my limits are self-imposed. And today I remove those limits. Today I stop shrinking to fit places I've outgrown. Today I stop doubting what I'm capable of, because I know what I want. I know why I want it, and I know what it will cost, and I'm willing to pay the price, because the cost of discipline is always less than the cost of regret. And one day, not far from now, I will look back at this moment, the struggle, the grind, the uncertainty, and I will be grateful I didn't quit, grateful I kept going, grateful I believed when it made no sense, because this moment is the foundation of everything that's coming. And when that day arrives, when the results show, when the vision becomes reality, when the hard work speaks for itself, I won't say I got lucky, I'll say I earned it, because I showed up, because I stayed consistent, because I refused to give up on myself. And until that day comes, I will keep saying it, keep living it, keep proving it every single day with my actions, my discipline, and my mindset. I'm going to win.